In the London suburb of Enfield, a handsome semi-detached house is masking a mountain of mess.
This is my lounge. I would describe the room as a shambles. It'd be nice to see my settee. Haven't used the settee for many years now.
Over the past 2 decades, single 67-year-old Sandra has crammed her home with clutter. The lounge, the landing, the box room, and guest room are completely jam-packed.
Drives me insane.
But what's even more shocking is that Sandra had a clearance just 3 years ago.
The boxes in here were up to the ceiling. I got some help, but hoarding is definitely an addiction, without a doubt.
Lots of things that Sandra buys she hasn't even opened yet.
23rd of the 2nd, 18. So it's two and a half years ago nearly, isn't it?
The actual buying is more important to her than the unwrapping.
Probably take me half an hour to try and find the scissors, but never mind. I'm always losing things. It drives me potty because I don't know where anything is. You have to move everything to find something. To spend 2 hours trying to find something, it's quicker to go to the shops and buy another one. So anyhow. Here we have a little basket with so many pound glasses because we don't buy expensive ones because we're always putting them down and losing them.
A former legal secretary, Sandra was a workaholic.
I used to make up 100 hours a week. In the end, I got repetitive strain injury. My fingers started going numb and I ended up having 2 lots of operations. It was a big shock. I just couldn't basically do the job anymore.
And in 2003, her life completely fell apart.
All of this started when my mum passed away. That's when my problem began. I was codependent on my mum. And when she passed away suddenly, the bottom had fallen out of my world. I didn't know how to cope. That's where all of this comes in.
Sandra started to use shopping as a distraction.
Looks like it's a candle holder. I do love a candle. To go in a shop and buy something, you're getting that excitement again. You're getting that high. Yep, a candle holder, a very pretty one. As if I haven't got enough. You sit there and you admire it, and then give it 2 hours, you've forgotten all about it. So you've got to go out and buy something else to get that other hit. The dog could have a new blanket every day of the week.
It's left her with a house packed to the rafters.
I've had 16 years worth of unhappiness. I want to have a few years of happiness. So you have to move everything to be able to get to something, you know? And I also want to get my home back before I pop my clogs. Because otherwise I can see me going to my grave with my property looking like this. And I don't want that to happen.
3 years since the last time they cleared Sandra's home, the decluttered divas are back to help. With 30% of their work coming from repeat customers, they know the only way forward is if Sandra is fully on board.
We were with Sandra working in 2017. I mean, I don't know how bad it is now. I have to say, I'm apprehensive.
I'm hoping that she's got to the point where she actually really seriously has thought about it and actually wants to move on.
I think it's going to take a lot of convincing.
So,
Sandra.
we shall see. Hi, Sandra! Can we come in?
Yeah, of course you can.
Shall we go into the lounge? Well, Sandra. Sandra, nothing's changed.
Oh,
What's
Sandra's got
happened?
worse, my darling.
Oh, I don't think it's got worse.
That looks like a lot of paperwork. Is it paperwork?
I've got piles of paperwork everywhere. Everywhere you look.
This isn't safe like this.
Oh, no!
The Divas want to see if the rest of the house is how they left it 3 years ago.
I think we need
There's a lot of stuff around the stairs again. A bit dangerous, isn't it? Oh, it's all landing again. Oh, God.
Oh, do you know what? I can't even remember what's in here. There is a lot to do. We can't get it all done at the moment. I think we concentrate on trying to get downstairs done.
She does really need some support.
Well, Sandra, we've had a good look round upstairs.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. It feels to me like it's completely chaotic.
Oh, it is.
And I think it looks worse because it's all
Spread out
around the room.
Sandra's plan is to sell most of her hoard at a boot sale. But the Divas have heard it all before.
Sandra, are you ready to release some of the things?
Yeah, of course I am.
Good,
I've
good.
had a look round.
Sandra wasn't really ready last time. But the proof will be in the pudding tomorrow, whether she can actually let go.
There are some things I want to keep. Bump, bump, bump,
Right.
bump,
Yeah.
bump, 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 bump. Hoarding is definitely an addiction.
Right, Sandra. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I obviously have got an addictive personality, I think. But that will change, hopefully.
Coming up,
1, 2, 3, 4 Hoovers.
what happens when you inherit a hoard?
Now my mum's not here, I find it difficult to skip it because she was so attached to it all.
Oh, it's fantastic.
A reformed hoarder is at it again.
I had to have somewhere to put all this stuff.
And Sandra is sharing her house with more than her dog.
There's a maggot there which is still alive and growing.
What?
Hidden away in a forgotten corner of Liverpool, an eerie 18th century palatial property houses a hoard stuck in time.
This was a very grand room. It was a beautiful room and it's just ended up like this.
Rachel inherited the family home and all its clutter from her mum, Norma.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 5 prams, dolls, clothes, there's a garden chair under there, a desk, a writing desk. It's just full of stuff. It's quite sad to see it like this.
Norma passed away 4 years ago at the age of 75, and now Rachel has been left to deal with the hoard.
Miss her massively, yeah. She was a character, yeah, really miss her.
With 6 bedrooms across 5 floors, growing up in the grand setting was very different for Rachel.
This house was beautiful, really beautiful. It was just a family home and she kept it immaculate. She was very house proud for a long time. We have a dining room. This would be like where all the family parties and occasions were. There was a big table, grand table in the middle, full of family, friends. She was always cleaning. My mum was the type of person to like clean the phone while you were on it. She just had it pristine all the time. She was known for it. So this is my mum's room. Everything's still intact. All her things are still here. She's got suits from 1950 upstairs, first date clothes and things like that, all of that. Anything that meant something to her, she's kept it.
Although there were signs that Rachel's mum liked to keep hold of things, every item had its place. But over the years, that changed.
When she got a bit older, she couldn't carry things up the stairs. She had to put things where she wanted them to go and she wouldn't let you help her in any way. So instead, she just started putting them in the study. So then they just built up. 1, 2, 3, 4 Hoovers. Because she always thought you could fix a broken one. And there was always an uncle that could fix it. But some of them were unfixable, so she kept them just in case. She'd sort of closed herself in this room on a sofa. She'd sort of had tables around her. Lots of boxes of tissues were full of other things. I don't think she's ever used a sewing machine, but she's got quite a few of them knocking around the house. My mum knew that it was building up, but she would never ask for help. She would never let anybody move it. I told my mum when she was getting sick, I said, don't leave me with all this stuff because I'll skip it. And she said, well, I won't care then. And now my mum's not here, I find it difficult to skip it because she was so attached to it all. It brings it all back the second you walk in. My mum and dad's names are carved into the beams for when this kitchen was made. All our life, all our memories are here. But essentially, I'm hoarding this house. you know, so I'm hoarding the hoard that's in the house.
Putting it off since her mum died, Rachel's now taken the big decision to get the house cleared and plans to sell up.
When you come in and see it the way it is now, I just think it deserves somebody else to breathe some life into it because it's dying. The whole house is just dying. I can't leave it like a museum and just keep visiting memories. You have to let it go.
But will she be ready to say goodbye to her mum's things?
Under the rubble and the boxes is a chaise lounge. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. That's how you say it. I'm a little bit worried about the clean, yeah. Because I don't know how I'll feel when things are being just thrown. It's sad. So it's having to detach from emotion of the belongings. So it's going to be very difficult.
Meanwhile, in Enfield, Sandra's shopping sprees have left her in a chaos of clutter, and she's finally had enough.
Where am I going to put another box? We've already got enough boxes.
Having previously helped her 3 years ago, the Declutter Divas are back, with helper Hayley to try and put her on the straight and narrow.
She is going to be difficult. You know, we've been with Sandra before. I think we're going to have a lot of resistance. I just know we will. Here we go. Right, black sacks. Where do we put the black sacks?
Sandra, how many candles do you think you've actually got?
I'd say about 30.
I think you've got more than that.
I do love a candle.
It doesn't take long for them to see what they're dealing with.
If you count those ones in here, that's 6, 12, 20, 32, 48, 68, 70, 74 so far.
Oh, hello. More candles.
Oh, don't.
97, 99,
Gosh.
oh, 100, 130, and I'm still finding them.
Well, I did say 30. I forgot the 100. Alison,
Yeah,
you never guess.
don't tell me. More candles. Where did we get to?
Oh, no, don't put me in that box. They're going upstairs in my bedroom.
I just worry about how much space you're going to have. Right.
But it's not just the lack of space that her clutter has caused.
I'm going to pull this table out and hoover behind here now. There is moth there. A lot of them. Gee, oh yeah.
Sandra's huge hoard has been the perfect breeding ground for a plague of moths.
There's one on the ceiling. Where's the spray gone? You have to be quick.
Oh, all right. Oh, he's flying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to, because they go ever so quick.
Don't. Oh, there he is. Where is he? Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
They are fast.
But the moths are more of a problem than first thought.
I've just found this jacket, and it's absolutely, that's probably the worst jacket I've ever seen, to be honest. With moths, all eggs on it, and sort of some maggots and stuff on there.
Yeah.
Moths like to lay their eggs near clothing, so when they hatch, the maggot-like larvae can feast on the fabric.
That is extreme, though, Alison. We've seen some places with moths, but this is really bad.
Yeah, but obviously there's just been so much in here that people can't get in and clear the moths until we've cleared out what she's got. So
That stays in the house. That's
just going to
make everything else worse. It'll get into the carpets, won't it?
With Sandra's hoard the cause of the moth infestation, the divas need her to clear the clutter before it's too late.
Sandra, look what I've just found.
What, love?
Look at this coat.
It's covered.
Oh,
There's a maggot there which is still alive and growing.
what? Kill it.
Is that the only place this is fit for?
It's in the bin. That's
yeah.
right.
Sorry,
so
but
I've
you
lost
have to go.
100 quid worth of coat.
I don't know what else I'm going to find when I get down there.
I mean, it's disgusting, isn't it?
I'm really sorry, Sandra, but I've got evidence here. Look, it's gone all over this dog bag.
It's brand new, Alison.
I know. At the end of the day, this is, a result of what happens when you're a hoarder. The problem is that if you've got a lot of stuff, can't see what's underneath, and they bury themselves. Once you get moths, it's really hard to get rid of them, and they do travel all over the house.
The whole place has got to be done.
I understand that, but I can only do one day at a time.
Well, I mean, it's got to be done.
I know.
There's no question. It's just got to be done.
Last year in Liverpool, we met 66-year-old Janice.
I didn't notice it, all the piles of it.
She had been blind to the clutter that had built up around her, and it was getting out of control.
I've got to get rid of it. I've got to get rid of it.
Admitting she had a huge problem, Janice sought help from professional cleaner George.
I want all this to go.
Well, that's what we're here for. I mean, we're just going to be your arms and legs and eyes, you know.
But it wasn't easy.
No,
But I mean,
I
look,
want to fix it.
how are you going to... I couldn't fix that. You can buy something similar.
No, you can't. No, these aren't to go. I did say that. These are not to go.
Oh, the suitcases.
I told you not to take the suit. Where's the other suitcase?
Yeah.
Not the suitcases.
Eventually, Janice got on board and most of the house was cleared.
Oh, great. Oh, it's fantastic. It certainly makes a difference. This bit here
Yeah.
spurs me on to do that,
Yeah.
to do all that. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Until next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
"12 months on, has Janice managed to curb her hoarding habits?
That part was all clear. I had to have somewhere to put all this stuff, so it all had to go back there. It's everywhere. Until everything's gone, I can't get on.
But this time, Janice is having to face even more mess. The recent pandemic has caused her to stockpile COVID essentials.
When I started lockdown, I found that the food was piling up.
The air of national panic was a trigger for many people.
I just kept getting more and more. And I kept looking at the bags and thinking, well, now I've got another hoard starting with food.
And what was clear a year ago is now a mess again. When re-hoarding takes place, you need to tackle the underlying issues. So psychologist and hoarding expert Claire Darhill has been called in to help.
For all hoarders, they will always have that lifelong desire to hoard. And for some of them, at different times in their life, it will become more prevalent than other times. However, you can try and nip those hoarding behaviours in the bud when you see them resurface again.
Hello,
Hi, Janice.
come in.
Thank you. Could I just have a look around, Janice?
Yes, you can.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's actually a bit more cluttered than I thought it would be. Some of that seems to have built up from what I'd seen. Janice,
Yeah.
would you like to just come through and have a chat?
Yeah, sure.
Janice explains to Claire how the recent lockdown has impacted on her buying.
I worry that with listening to everyone, they're all buying extra and the shelves are getting empty again. And I'm frightened, well, what do? Do I buy it or not?
Don't start to stockpile, because then where do you stop again? So it carries on, oh, food, oh, I might need this, oh, I better get some
Yeah,
more.
this is what worries me, you
Of
see.
course.
I might need this and I might need that, and, you know, where do you stop?
So whenever you go shopping, the first thing that you tell yourself when you go in that shop is,
Yes.
I have got enough. Start writing lists when you go to the supermarket
Yeah.
of things that you need.
I used to many years ago. I used to make a list.
No buying anything that's not on the list.
Yeah.
Say to yourself in your mind, no more shortage mentality, because again, shortage mentality will trick you. Just set limits for yourself.
Armed with new coping strategies, Janice now feels more positive about curbing her impulses to buy.
I know I don't want to do it again. I know now how to shop.
And she's now ready to tackle her rekindled hoard once again.
I want a clear house and I want to go minimalistic.
Back in Enfield, the mess should be on its way out.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Sandra.
But with so many hidden and unwrapped treasures in her hoard, for Sandra, it's Christmas every day.
This is from January 2019.
Ooh, what have we got here? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, I know what this is. Yeah.
The buzz from buying is clearly something Sandra still craves.
Oh, wow.
Silk pyjamas.
Silk pyjamas. Oh, wow, it's a Lulu Guinness makeup bag. Oh, my God.
Look, we've got one from 2019 here. What have you been buying?
Oh, my goodness. This was a me-to-me present. Because when you have me-to-me presents, you always get what you want.
Yeah, that's true.
The problem is I've got so much stuff, I don't know what I have got and what I haven't.
You said it. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Some of it's got to go.
Yeah, I know, but I do like them, Zoe. I'm a bit loath to get rid of them.
I knew from this morning that it was going to be difficult. She is very resistant. What about these two?
No, those I want to keep.
When you've got so much stuff, you actually can't see the wood for the trees.
Right, what about this one?
No, I want that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's just not ready, and I have to say I don't know if she ever will be, to be honest. What about this pink vase here?
Yeah, I like that one. I
You like that one? Okay.
Coming up, things are moving too fast for Sandra.
It was too overwhelming. You're putting me under pressure to get rid of it all within 3 months.
Janice is a changed woman.
This is going. Oh, and the bed. I nearly forgot the bed.
And can Rachel say goodbye to her mum's hoard?
You can't go. Look at this bit. She's like the family thing.
Hoarders can see value in everything they've collected, so letting go can be hard.
We have Monster Turbo Cycle.
Yeah, that can go to boot sale.
Boot sale.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure, not charity.
No, boot sale.
Fair enough.
In Enfield, hidden in Sandra's house, there's a whole new level of hoard being discovered.
What about all these hamster cages?
Yeah, that's a new one, so that can go to boot sale.
Sandra plans to sell her things at a boot sale, but the coronavirus pandemic has meant there's fewer being held, so there's fewer chances to de-hoard.
Well, you said to me that Sandra's going to donate the hamster cages.
These are brand new.
Where are we going to put it all? Going to take up a lot of room for what you'll get for them. We've got to start making some space.
But after 16 years of hoarding, it's not going to be easy.
Well, what sort of purse sale? Oh, that can be boot sale.
When the Divas helped Sandra 3 years ago, the plan then was to sell her things at a boot sale, but it never happened.
I've got a feeling we were going to sell this. This is the box for selling.
I think it is. Oh, he's selling it?
Oh, yeah. No, I want to keep them.
Right, are these
They're brand new.
both there?
No, I want those.
Both of them.
Yeah.
We can't get this room straight. This room is not going to be straight. It's not going to leave the house until she actually does a boot fair. And will she do it, as it's already been here for 3 years?
I think that's my point.
And
I feel that.
I'm worried about that.
And you've been taking stuff upstairs. That's getting fuller upstairs.
I know.
We've got a hall that's still full. We just got to be, we have to be honest with her.
The Divas decide it's time for Sandra to hear some home truths.
What we're worried about, if I'm honest, is all that stuff coming back in, which is then going to fill your lounge.
Well, no, it's not. We're boot selling it.
but there's going to be a lot, and you're going to hardly have any room in here. I'm just being practical. That's
Just
what we
worried
need to
about
know.
it.
How would you feel if all the stuff that you wanted to sell, you could have a lock-up free for 3 months that you could go to and bring one box back at a time?
That gives you 3 months to sell whatever's in there.
Yeah, but you're putting me under pressure to get rid of it all within 3 months.
No, I know that. I was just trying to think about whether or not we just store it all in one place so that you can sell it from there and you can see what you've got.
Yeah, but I can only do one thing at a time, love. And perhaps we can put some bits that we're going to take to the boot fair in the shed.
Is there quite a bit of room in there? Yeah, you think it might be?
In the shed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my life. This is a half pint pot, and then we're going to put the pint pot in there. So, okay, this has got to come out.
Reckon we could get a bit more room.
We're going to do miracles.
It's important for Sandra to feel there is some worth in her hoard, but clinging on to her things to make a profit could hold her back.
The stuff's been there for 3 years. She's got no idea of how much things are worth from a boot fair point of view. And basically, when you go to a boot fair, you get a lot of people who come there because they want something for nothing.
You know what's going to happen. You're going to take all that stuff there. You won't sell it all. It'll all come back. Are you still optimistic?
It's a sad fact that for many hoarders, their clutter outlives them.
Oh, Jesus. This room is full of childhood things, dolls, beds, prams, but it's also full of damp and broken windows.
In Liverpool, Rachel is still trying to tackle her mum's hoard after she passed away 4 years ago.
It's very difficult. It's really difficult. It's all the things that she was attached to. It's like letting go of bits of my mum, letting go of the stuff that's here.
But today, Rachel is taking a huge step forward and getting her mum's mess removed. Cleaning specialist Joe has been tackling hoards for the past 15 years.
It was her mum's home, and there's a lot of memories there, so she can't cope with getting rid of the stuff, so that's where we come in and try and help them.
Hiya, Joe.
Hello, you okay?
Coming in?
Yeah, let's see what we've got to do. So this the main room, yeah?
This is everything, yeah. We're all nervous.
It looks like there's a lot of memories in here.
Yeah. Loads of memories, that everything.
Whatever we do, we'll run it past you first anyway. We won't just come in and just throw it all away.
Rachel will have extra support from her daughter, Katie.
There's your bike.
My whole childhood was in this house. I was with her every day. So yeah, I was always here.
Katie has emotional attachments to some of her nan's hoard.
Julie. Oh my God. So Julie was my mum's doll. And then it got passed to me.
She was my best friend. I used to take her everywhere, part of the family.
I put her in the bath once and her legs fell off. I mean, I went mad.
Are we going to put Julie in the skiff?
I don't think we can put her in the skiff. I think we'd have to pass her down.
But Katie knows they both have to be strong and let things go.
Even little silly things remind us of my nan, but we have to, because when you think of your memories, it wasn't like this. So it's the best thing to do is to get rid of it.
As Joe gets stuck into the big clean,
One side in here or outside? Yeah, leave it in here, sorry.
they make good progress.
Santa hats? Anyone?
I'm all right for Santa hats, you can have them.
Look at them glasses there, where the mice have been.
I don't want them then, throw them away. Norman would be saying, why are you taking that? Where are you putting that? You could get some use out of that. What a shame.
The old Hoover.
It's cards to my mum. She kept cards from everybody. It's a bit sad, isn't it? That's a bit sad.
With the skip starting to fill up, is Rachel starting to have second thoughts?
Do you know what? I just feel like that's staring at me constantly.
Keep memories. It's difficult to watch people going through the belongings in the house because they mean something to us. They're just picking up boxes and throwing them in skips because it's rubbish to them, and there's memories attached to things that they're just throwing away. Oh my days.
Get out of it.
Meanwhile, in Enfield,
Sandra, how lovely.
life coach Alex Klakaris has arrived to help Sandra tackle her shopping addiction and to get to the bottom of what's causing it.
Part of addiction is fear, it's panic, it's wanting to give to yourself but not knowing how. So if we can fill that vacuum with the positives.
Yeah. I've always called it the hole in the soul. When my mum first passed away, I turned to drink because I couldn't cope. And it gave me the strength to do the things that I had to do. I filled that hole in the soul, that emptiness, with drink. I then took myself into the drug and alcohol clinic. I remained clean for 3 years.
Excellent. That's an achievement.
But what I found, I was still looking for this ease and comfort. That's when I started the hoarding.
Sandra replaced one form of addiction with another.
I started filling that hole in the soul with objects. It was a quick fix. I think I have got an addictive personality, most definitely.
What, if anything, worries you about being able to maintain your new way of being?
Once all these rooms are sorted, then I've just got to find something to occupy me rather than go round shops.
Starting to understand her problem is an important moment for Sandra.
Anything taken to its extreme becomes an addiction and an obsession. And it's a matter of doing a little bit of soul searching to understand what is it that I'm actually needing or wanting here, and then work towards that.
If I was upset about something, that's when I would either go and buy something or I'd go and buy a drink. I'm much more aware now of the situation I've got myself into. It's given me now the incentive.
In Liverpool, having failed to keep her house clutter-free a year after it was cleared, Janice is determined to give it another shot. She's been bagging up the rest of her mess and has got house clearing specialist George back to come and collect.
I don't know what to expect today.
Hello, George.
Hi,
Come
John.
in.
How are you?
Okay, well, I need this going and all this.
Yeah.
Oh, and this, all that.
Yeah.
This is going. Oh, and the bed. I nearly forgot the bed.
George can see a real change in Janice's mindset.
For the hoarder to dispense with stuff which is new, and not only is there just one, I've pulled out a few more, probably about £40 worth. She's done very, very well.
I don't want the oven.
I think you should keep it, really.
Why?
Look at it.
Take it.
Okay. But one thing that struck me the most was a mental attitude.
I don't care. I don't want it. You sell it.
Whereas she used to procrastinate, now she gets up and does it.
Don't forget the white bags.
Just 3 miles away, Rachel has finally started to make headway with her mum's hoard.
Oh my God, look at the floor, man. I haven't seen that chair empty for about 20 years.
With the mess finally being moved out, Rachel's discovered some long-lost treasures.
Oh my, I haven't seen him for ages. Don't know, we'll keep hold of him, see if he's worth anything.
To see if she could make some cash from the clutter, Rachel has invited local antiques dealer Angelo to take a look at some items.
I've gathered all the stuff from the house, all the things that might be worth something, and put them in this room for you, so we just have a little look at in case there might be some hidden treasures.
Yeah, quite nice. Where was that from?
I think that was the chair that went with this writing desk.
Yeah, quite worn, isn't it, on the arm? So it's probably about 1910, that. With a good clean, probably worth 50, 60 quid.
Good.
Seen this little miner's lamp? Yeah, it's an original one. So that's probably worth 80 to 100 quid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a little cocoa tin there. That looks like about 1960s, 70s. Probably worth a tenner.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What about me ladies? Me man.
That's like similar to Parian ware, it's called. But these are the resin, so it's like a copied. Still nice though for someone, 30 to 40 quid. That one. And the same for them.
Altogether, Rachel could make up to £500 from her mum's vintage valuables.
I feel a little bit better that there's a bit of money in it. So it's a lot better. Anything else catch your eye?
Yeah, the clock. It's probably still worth 120 to 150.
It's not bad at all now. Happy days.
About 20 years ago it would have been worth 300 to 500 quid.
It might go back up if I wait another 20.
Well, it might do, yeah. Sell it when you're 40.
Oh, that's nice.
Coming up, Janice is on cloud 9.
Got my piece of heaven back. Fantastic.
The memories come flooding back for Rachel.
You can remember like being in here now.
And will Sandra finally get to put her feet up?
Oh my God! I haven't seen the settee for 12 years.
Oh gosh, there's still loads.
In Liverpool, Janice is finally giving her hoard the heave-ho.
What's that?
George and his team have whipped the place into shape in just 2 hours. After 12 months of struggling to clear the clutter, Janice has now got the house she wants.
Isn't it lovely? Oh gosh. I've got my piece of heaven back.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, George.
No problem, no
I
problem.
really appreciate it.
You're going to keep it like this?
You bet I am.
Yeah, but no, you've done
Yes.
extremely well. You know, really proud of you. Like.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Be good, behave.
I will.
No more buying.
I'll see you out.
Okay.
With psychologist Claire and George's help, Janice now understands how to control the triggers that make her hoard.
I'm so relieved. You've just no idea how relieved I am. I'm just glad that it's over and I can see all that spare space that I'm going to sit in rather than fill, you know.
Words can't explain what Jan has done. In my opinion, she's not going to go back.
I just feel so overwhelmed by it. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I found a pencil for you, Dan. Yeah, mate.
Just 5 minutes around the corner, Rachel's childhood home is nearly clutter-free. The skip is full of her mum's hoard, but the memories will live on.
It's overwhelming. The things that are in there are overwhelming. When all this is gone, I think it'll be even more emotional to come here to see how it really used to look. But at the moment, I'm coping really well. It's a bit emotional, but I'm happy that it's happening.
For 4 years, Rachel has been struggling to let go of her mum's hoard, hanging on to her childhood memories of the house. But now, a room that was stuck in time and covered in clutter has been restored to its former glory.
That's it, done. I'm made up the way it turns out. I mean, look at that wall. Whoever gets this to do it for themselves, they'll have a great house.
My
What do you think of it then?
So much better.
I can't believe it. Can't believe the difference. You can really see the room. You can remember like being in here now. Blimey, look at the carpet. As I forgot it was here.
See the wall now?
You see everything now.
You didn't really notice it when like all the stuff was there, and now it's just it's lovely, isn't it?
Very pleased with the outcome, yeah. Very pleased. Well done, Joe.
Now, Rachel can finally move on and sell her childhood home.
It's a shame to let it go now. You know, when you see it, when it starts coming together, it's a shame to let it go. But we've had our time here. We've had a great time here, haven't we?
Yeah.
So it'd be nice if somebody else could come into our family home and make it into their family home. It'd be nice to see some life in the house again.
Another box. Surprised how much there is, Alison, are you?
In Enfield, Sandra has agreed to put some of her things in a local lockup.
It's part of the process of what we're trying to achieve at the moment is to get the simple things out.
And what we're really wanting from her is to get used to having some space and not feeling she has to keep it cluttered.
With Sandra's booty now out of the way, the decluttered divas can finally finish clearing her lounge.
Stick it outside, Al.
Yeah, I will do.
Sandra has been hoarding for 16 years to fill a void left when her mum died.
And what I've been doing is either filling it with alcohol, and if I'm not filling it with alcohol, I'm filling it with hoarding.
It had taken over her whole life.
Sandra!
What was once a mountain of mess in her living room is now a relaxing space to enjoy.
Wow, this is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Oh my God!
Well, we have your place.
It's been really hard work, but look at the end result. I mean, it's marvellous. I can't believe how much space I've now got. I haven't seen City for 12 years. No. I've got so much space. I can have a disco in here.
Do you feel freer?
Yeah, of course. And one thing I have noticed is that it's sort of like echoing a little bit. Feels a bit empty, actually, to be honest.
It's all new to her. At the moment, she needs to get used to having that room, and after we've gone and she's able to relax on a settee and watch TV, I think she's going to really, really enjoy it.
We're starting a journey and there's a lot still to do, but this I want you to enjoy. I think there's space, there's light. I mean, it's amazing.
Instead of going back to old habits, I've got to find a new way of dealing with things.
And she's making a start in the candlelight in her red silk pyjamas, snuggled up on her rediscovered sofa.
Oh my goodness, I haven't used this sofa since 2002. Very comfortable, really relaxing. Go to sleep. I just can't wait to get the rest of the house done. I want these days to carry on.
Next time.
It was tidy once upon a time. It's a good job you haven't got smelly vision today, because it stinks.
There's a bad smell coming from behind the couch.